from Rasnades. I'm from Bromdus like Triller Jermaine. You might know my face on the music game, but right now I've jumped in a podcast game. Keeping it real, that's the aim. With no rumours, no hearsay, just real life guests. Vibes in the way, I know that the hot topics in the U. This is the reasoning, come have a reason. This is the reasoning, let's have a reason. This is the reasoning, come have a reason. This is the reasoning.
Greetings people, them right now you're listening to the Reasoning Podcast. I am your host, Rasnado. You see today, got a guest, man, special guest, good friend of mine, man. He's come all the way down on the M1. You get me? From London. You know what I'm trying to say to you? He's done a lot of things, you know. Done a lot of things, man. Pioneered a lot of things in the game. Get me? He had probably, like one of the best collectives out there going to date. Done loads of things, podcasting, enough things, man, enough things. We're gonna get into it, you get me? Guest today's paper, Pabs.
My brother.
Family, bloodline.
Don't know.
You get me?
Yeah,
Paper,
bro.
Pabs, man. Respect for coming down, though, still
Come
from
on,
the
man.
car.
Come on, man. I've got to come through, man.
It's a journey, you get me? I know, say, you get me, you have to come, you get me? But yeah, man,
Yeah,
respect, you get me, family?
Yeah, trust cuz.
Yeah. So
It's nothing, man. I'll come down, get me.
Nah, you're
by
down
right by free zone, yeah?
Yeah, you're good,
You know
man.
what? I'm just thinking.
Yeah, you're good. You say you're on the RTM and all that. Nah, it's
cool.
good, man. It's good. It's different vibes, you know. Grown thing, we're good, man. We're good, man. We're good.
You know, we just said a lot of crazy shit, man. Yeah. Alright. We're grown in this, you get me?
So we're gonna get straight into it, all, Pabs.
Yeah.
So, what's your heritage, bro?
What, ethnicity, yeah?
Yeah, like your background and
Jamaican, man.
on both sides.
Yeah, both sides, yeah. My nan's dad was Panamanian, yeah, but she didn't really like grow up with him to know, you get me? So it's a dark little area, but I'm trying to figure it out, you get me? I'm trying to find out, you get me? Now I'm this age, so, you know, but it's hard, man. My nan passed away, so there's not really much, you get me?
Bro, but I've got a Cuban side of me like that. Like
Yeah.
one of my dad's parents were Cuban or something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that shit, man.
Them ones, yeah, exactly.
As I say, get a plug or something.
I'm trying to get the plug. Shit, man. You know, I'm trying to speak Spanish or something, man. Let's Pablo, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we can work some cat.
Oh, can relate to someone mad out there. I want to cash those people or something.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Trust me, them ones are mad. So where was you born, fam?
I was born in Dudley Road Hospital, man.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
I know what I'm obtaining this for a reason.
Now City Hospital, yeah, but I was born in Birmingham, man. Yeah, man. Get me? Born in Birmingham.
So where did you grow up then?
Well, when I was born, I used to live in Handsworth. So, you know, I came out of the hospital, went straight to Antrobus Road.
Okay, raw, bang in the middle of Handsworth, that is.
Yeah. So, and then I went London.
So how long was you there for?
So I was like 4.
Okay. So you got, obviously, for those who don't know, you've got siblings, obviously, President T,
Yeah.
the big grime MC, that's your oldest brother.
Older brother, yeah.
You've got yourself, you've got Big H, that's your younger brother.
Yeah.
And then who else was there as well? Was there another brother as well?
Birdie's my cousin, but we grew
Birdie's
like
your
brothers.
cousin, yeah, boss man.
Mom and our moms are sisters.
Yeah.
Birdie himself is from Handsworth.
He's from
as well.
Brum. Birdie's a Hamilton.
Birdie's a Hamilton,
Yeah, he's
so
related to
Birdie's
them,
road
man.
was can't remember his road.
He's got family in Winston Green and all that.
Yeah, Winston Green, yeah.
So
So
and
Birdie-
you know what? I know who his family is. He's got one of his family members used to run a food shop with my dad still, Feed the Nation.
Oh yeah.
Flopsy, that's his people.
Yeah,
For real. For real.
Feed the Nation was, but there was one down there though as well, innit? Oh no, not that down here. Sorry, I don't even know where we are, but freaking where we used to
There's
hang
one in
out.
Dudley
Yeah.
Road.
There was one
There's one in
Dudley Road.
Handsworth,
Yeah,
yeah.
but the one in, I swear there was one on. Was there one on? Dudley Road at the top where Nash used to live.
Yeah,
Was that?
yeah, there's a Feed the Nation there. Yeah, that's the first
I remember
one.
when I was around them times, there was one there.
That's the first one.
Yeah. Okay,
That's what I'm saying to you.
Feed the Nation, yeah, man.
So obviously, alright, cool. So you grew up in Handsworth. So then, when did you move to London?
age four.
So was your parents here from Birmingham? Was they
Yeah.
born and raised and grew in Birmingham themselves?
My mum was born in Bolton, so that was
Okay.
Manny, yeah? My
Yeah,
mum
yeah,
was born in Manny,
yeah, just past Manny.
Yeah, so, but they moved to Birmingham when, probably the same age that I moved to London, age 4, you get me?
Yeah.
So my mum came down with her sisters to Birmingham with their parents, with her parents, and then she grew in Birmingham, went to school in Birmingham and everything, so my mum grew up in Birmingham. So yeah, my mum moved to London, but my dad was still in Birmingham. So I don't know how the situation was back then, but a lot of them like Windrush.
Back then it was all mad. Their thing was all mad.
They were
back
all
then.
over. So my granddad and my granny would have like settled in Manchester. That must have been their, when they came off the boat, that must have been their place to go. You get me? And then when they managed to get a yard and be able to settle there, that was Birmingham. So they grew their children in Birmingham, and I'm one of the children that they grew. You get me? So. And then so my mum grew up in Birmingham and all that. When she grew up in Erdington actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but when she had me, she would always live. She must have been living in Handsworth for about I don't know, half of her life or whatever. So Erdington and Handsworth. So yeah.
So what was your childhood like?
Childhood was it was fun, man. 3 boys in the household. I've got brothers down here from my dad's side, you get me? But the ones that we went, the London lot, was just the ones with my mum, innit? So, yeah, man, it was all right, man. Prez and H, you get me?
So was you pissed when you had to go back, or did you not even know? When you had to go to London?
I didn't even know.
Can you say 4 or something?
Yeah.
So you're not going to know still, you're not going to know.
You're not
going to know. Yeah.
I didn't know no different, you get me? But the one thing was kind of crazy. When I went to London, it's crazy because what I remember, it's just weird, I saw my first white person in London.
Yeah.
And that's a bit mad because when you think of the age 4, and you think of the times of whenever man was, not to say I don't know if I didn't notice it, I just noticed someone white in London, which was crazy. I don't know, man, if that was even, but that was my because I guess I never really had much memories. You don't really have much memories till you get to age 4 or whatever. I don't really have much memories of Birmingham when I was 4. So, little ones here and there, but not much. I don't think I left the house much.
Yeah, of course. You said it.
Yeah.
So, when you moved to London, what part of London you moved to?
Tottenham.
Straight away?
Yeah, straight away. Yeah, Tottenham, yeah.
Okay, then.
Straight away, yeah. Went to live with my auntie. My auntie was already living up there. So my mum went to live with my auntie. And then you know how you do. You get me? You pattern up, settle, and then next thing you know, you got a place. You get me?
So what was it like growing up there then? Because obviously that's where you're going to grow up now, innit? And
yeah, I mean, it was fun, man. It was a football thing up until secondary school. So it was just straight football. It was football. It was never really like, music was, I used to like music, but it was sports. It was more like, man's going to make it as a football player, man. You get me? Man United fan, Premier League sticker book, like practicing all the time, buying one of them mitre balls, even try and be the goalkeeper. I thought I was going to be Schmeichel. You get me? So, they had them gloves, man. I don't know, some German gloves or something, but they were proper gloves, you get me, that Schmeichel used to play with and stuff. The goalie jersey had padding and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still got it, but yeah.
I don't know again.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah. But that was my thing. I thought I was going to be a football player, man.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, that was the thing. So Prez was actually good.
Yeah.
Prez was sick. Prez was going to actually, could have been pro or something like that, really. So everyone thought they were going to be ballers, man. Bossy, H, everyone, man. Everyone wanted to play ball. You get me?
So, you see, like, when I first come across you in Summerfield Park.
Yeah.
Bro, this must have been about 1994 or 5 or something like that, yeah. And it was mad, fam, because you and your brothers having a full-blown scrap, bro.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, blood. You was like was having a scrap between each others, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you started scrapping a next set of brothers, Gregory and that, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
So it's like it was mad because it's like you all arguing and fighting amongst each other.
Oh fuck, Greg.
And then someone tried to starting one of yours,
Yeah,
and then you've
yeah,
all
yeah.
creeped back up like, yo, it's my brother, you know what I mean? And then I'll never forget it, bro. I'll never forget it. Somerville Park, the first time I ever seen you, bro. Seen you, bro. All of you had on click suits. All of you,
Yeah.
with the shorts and a denim waistcoat, blood, the bag. All of you, bro. I'll never forget it, bro. And he's all had the London accent. You get me? Yeah, bro. I used to go Summerfield play scheme across the road. You get me? I swear I'll never forget it, bro.
That's sick.
I'm saying, yo, cause that's like my first memory of like seeing like Londoners in Birmingham. Then you get me?
Okay.
See, imagine you walk to the park and you're about 5, you're about 6, 7, and then you just hear these Londoners with these accents just arguing in the middle of your park. You know, in your hood.
That's
Thinking,
crazy.
who are these people? You get me?
That's crazy. But you know the thing was,
Was you coming down every summer then?
yeah, come on, he lived on Innerport Road.
That's why
So
he was by the
I was here.
Yes.
So this was my go-to every time I
6
come
weeks
out.
holidays, I used to see us.
Yeah. So my mum's sister lived on Innerport Road, so Summerfield Park's across the street. So I would go Summerfield Park because that was a sick park, man. You had the spider thing and all that, and you know that was where I lived in London. There wasn't a park that close to where I was living.
Yeah.
So that we'd have parks like that, but we'd have to walk a bit further.
Yeah.
But that was a good park. So I remember you had the monkey swings and shit, the spider's web thing in that park and all that.
Yeah, the dome.
Yeah.
You had the spider web, you had the wooden. You could do
thing.
flicking and flicking out. It was
And
serious.
you had the stage over there.
Yeah, the bandwagon stage, and that was serious too.
But I remember freaking Gregory, man. I think it was. I remember. Shit, you brought him up. You know why we had a fight? I had a fight with Gregory. Yeah, I remember that because I called him Heavy G.
Yeah. You know,
He was a bit pudgy.
Pudgy back then. He's not no more. He's not no more. Yeah, nah, he's not even whammy. He's just a decent, slim
no,
dude.
I remember.
Gregory's cool,
No,
man.
100%. Because when I grew up, when I started to see him when I was probably older, and I came back to Birmingham when I was living there, I would see him when he was slim up. But back then,
but Greg was a bully of the area. That's what it was.
Listen, I didn't even know.
He was like the guy. Like if you go to Summerfield Park back then, and you got your bike or something, you got Gregory more time would take it off you or something like. He was mad like that.
So you know what, Gregory? Yeah. So I didn't know. So that's probably why he wanted to fight because at the time I was watching. I don't know. I was watching something like Fresh Prince, and I heard Will Smith say something to the butler. What's up, Heavy G? And I just thought, I'm gonna when I see Gregory tomorrow, I'm gonna go, what's up, Heavy G? So I went in and trying to diss him. I was saying, but he didn't like the fact that he was like, what? You trying to diss my weight? Because we was young. That was like embarrassing. You get me? So I probably said it in the park, and he was like, yo, shit, you just brought it up to me. When you said Gregory, I completely forgot about Gregory. When you brought it up, I remember that. Because my brain's like a
sieve.
Yeah, man. Get me? But I remember that still. And he had an older brother, innit?
Yeah.
What's his older brother's name?
His older brother's name, but he's had an older brother. His older brother was staunch as well. Them man, they will fight you. Trust me. Them man there will go on crud, bro.
Gregory, man.
There was
shit.
Remember that, man. Never
And
forget
there was a guy there, Sebastian and Rory.
Sebastian and Rory. Yeah. They're like the Spring Hill man, them.
Yeah. So all them man there, you can tell who had more, what do you call it? Outside time, you get me? Because I had to go in at certain times, but I wanted to stay out with these men, you get me? These men were, when you think of it, these men were on shit from early, you know?
From early, bro. So dark in the middle of the night, they're outside still.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, they were on too from early.
So, alright, so you're in London, you're going to school, you're doing your thing. Who starts misbehaving? Out of you, H, is it all of you misbehaving why you have to get sent back to Birmingham to your nan to live now?
Nah, man, I was the good kid, man. It was H and Prez, man. Them man fucked up my life, man. You know, them man owned me. Because I could have been anything if I came to Birmingham. And the shit got all tugged out, man. It changed, you get me? But my movie has for a fucking reason. Then Prez said, yeah? Alright, cool, you're going back, you get me? Then yeah, man. Like, it was H and Press, man.
Misbehaving, eh?
Yeah, man, them man there misbehaving.
I don't hate so look a bad you know.
Because I never got kicked out of school. I think I just got suspended or something, but them man actually got kicked out.
Yeah.
Them man, like on 3 strikes and then,
Mad.
So them man were due to go unit or something else, you get me? Yeah. So they thought, you know what, go Birmingham, and the schools would probably might take you. The paperwork might take longer to get to London, from London. You don't know, I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah. You go there, you tell a different side of the story, it's different, innit? But maybe the Birmingham schools are worse, I don't know. So we went up there and then, tried to get into schools, but Prez couldn't get into school in Birmingham. Yeah, he couldn't because so he went back down to London. No, where did Pez go?
From Manchester.
Yeah, he went Manny. Yeah, Pez went Manny still. Yeah, Pez went Manny still.
So, you go to school. Is that where you meet Butcher? Is that the first man you met? Like, not the first man you met, but like.
Nah, Butcher was in the year above. Butcher was a friend of Skinny D, yeah? So I know Butcher from school, but, you know, because of the year difference, yeah? You know, I never grew up
Back
in
then it
Birmingham.
went like that, yeah.
So Butcher and Skinny were tight, you get me?
Yeah, they were best friends, kind of like, yeah.
So Skinny had a brother that was called TRU, yeah?
Yes, he did, yeah.
You remember
Of course,
TRU,
I remember
Jonathan?
TRU, Jonathan, come on,
So
man.
Jonathan, and then so Jonathan was in H's year. I think Jonathan was in H's class.
Okay.
You get me? So I would see Jonathan on my way back home. I'm like, yo, Jonathan, what go on? I started talking with him. But then Skinny was his brother. So outside of school, built a brethren bond, you get me? A brotherly bond, you get me? Me, Skinny, Jonathan, and then Quaker. And then so everyone was on the MCing thing and Butcher was brothers.
So we're going to get into that.
You get me?
So you meet Butcher.
Yeah.
For those who know who Butcher is, Butcher's he's a pioneer, bro.
Pioneer, big up Butcher, man.
All these dances you see now, and all these people, and all these raves, and all these things, and sidewinders and reds, they were going on, but this guy was doing it for us down here.
And he was young.
And he was young. He's a youth, just left school, and he's holding big dances and big venues and big raves and making his money, him and his brothers and that, and they had their own promotion teams and everything, and they ran the grime and garage scene.
That's
down
crazy,
here.
you know, when you say it like that, you know.
It's true.
Because you don't actually remember, I mean, you don't actually, when you're in the moment,
Because we was around it.
Yeah.
We're not realising
you don't realise
what's happening.
But when you say it like that, it's true.
It's
These
serious.
men were freaking pioneers.
Pioneers?
Bro. Yeah, bruv. Swear down, bruv.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like the serious people.
100%.
The serious people,
Yeah,
you get
man.
me? So, all right, cool. So, this is when I get reacquainted back with you now.
Yeah.
Because obviously, Nash is my brethren.
Yeah.
He lives round the corner from me. Quaker's his brother. But then also, me and Quaker went to the same school.
Yeah.
So when I'm linked up with Nash now and Quaker's come about now, it's like, oh, I'm at school in here.
So linked,
I started going up to Quaker's yard. This is when I meet you now.
Yeah.
You get me, but
Yeah.
at the time, when you was young, call by your government name, them time that man calling you Dapper.
Yeah.
Dapper. Man, I saying Dapper.
Yeah,
The name of paper Pabs was Dapper.
Dapper.
You get me? Yo, my person, Dapper, you get me? London man, Daps, you get me? Ladies man, Daps, you get what I'm saying? Dudes look, outside, you get what I'm saying? So, what I'm trying to say to you is that because you was part of OCC Outlaws, bro. Like, you don't understand. So no, I say this because you experienced, bro.
This nigga knows shit. This nigga knows shit, and not many people know. And let me just say, sorry to cut you, bro. This guy knows that he's got a Birmingham file. You get me? Certified. Like, when he's talking about got different, you know, this guy's got the Birmingham file. Like, you need to watch this shit.
It's different. I've been around, you get me? So, you was in OCC Outlaws.
Yeah.
OCC Outlaws, the equivalent of Power Hill Crew back in the day, Vortex Crew, Vader, all them, what we do on this show, all them legends, they was in there with that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you was a part of that, so I'm saying that because you experienced, more than a lot of people, the early garage and grime scene in Birmingham, bro, because you was there. You was part of the crew with the guy that promotes all the dances.
Yeah,
So man was there.
Yeah,
I used to go to them with you. We used to go to all these Nutcracker Fevers and man eating traveling and shots and little. We'd stand up there laughing with our seats in our hand.
What these people don't know, is that GT Continental used to spray bars.
Come on, bro.
So we know a different side. You know what I'm saying? You spray bars, right?
Yeah.
GT. We classic
GT
in
Rider.
RD, right? And then we're in their own
GT Rider, bro.
Power Hill.
RD's his little brother. No, RD was his little brother. He's in Power Hill Crew, RD Classic.
Yeah.
Remember
but
GT was on that big man thing.
Yeah, big man.
When them man come from their jean suits on Audi's outside. Where them man come from, it's a bit different, innit? You know? It's a bit different, innit?
A bit older.
Yeah. The levels it. Them man come from, it's like, whoa. Them man know due to come through with Bushkin or one of them with them. Like different though.
They're different.
Like I give them their respect still. Those up there, you get me?
Yeah, that was part of the early...
The 7-Elevens, Brascos, Vaders, you was there, brother.
Big up Brasco, man, you get me? He was like like the top boy of this whole thing. Him and another couple other guys that I can't remember, Doctor as well.
Yeah.
Couple
Vader.
brothers here, but I remember those guys were the like elite. Them man were getting the names on the flyers.
Yes.
You get me? In bigger letters.
Yeah. For real?
You know what I'm saying?
For real?
The bigger
That's how
letters
Butch used to
on the
do
flyer.
it.
Exactly.
The main one in the other one, we got a little. Look Please, like I get a little something. Man, that's the raw bacon, remember? You see, man, remember, I say we're around the guys, so we're seeing who's who.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
with Butch, I don't want to say no names, and they're saying, yo, certain man have to get the money. Them man don't even get no money.
Exactly. That's how it is still.
They're saying certain man like Brasco and certain man Vortex, you know,
They're
certain man.
They're bringing in the people.
They're bringing the people,
You know
they're saying them man have to get a wage, but these other ones, they can just,
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Birmingham had a scene that was its own scene within its own right. You get me? Like, this was its own scene. Like,
Tell them, man.
and these people still are legends. You get me? I remember I see Macca.
Yeah.
In
Still does his thing, man. Heavy.
yeah, I see him in
Heavy. He's on the drum and bass, but heavy. Big circuit. Probs every week.
I think it was him.
I see. Heavy on it, blood. Heavy on it. Heavy out there, man. Heavy out
I
there.
see him in like Perry Bar One Stop or something.
Yeah, it's him, man. It's him.
Yeah, and then he don't know, man.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
But I know you, so
Man,
this is the mad thing. So I'm telling him, yo, man, you're a legend. I didn't even say, yo, hey, Pabs or whatever. I just said, yo, you're a legend. So I don't even know if he registered me, but it's not even for him to know. Because I don't know half of the people that come after, man.
Yeah.
But I'm letting you know, you're a legend to man.
Yeah,
You get me?
yeah.
Like, whether you got the Lamborghini or not, I didn't even go outside to see what you was pushing. You get me?
Yeah.
But
Trust me, man. Trust me, Pabs, car. That's a big thing because a lot of men didn't get to witness that, especially from London, but you did because you was here with man, bro.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying to you? Doing all kinds of madness.
And this is before anything I've done in London. This is before Meridian, before Bloodline. These are all things that I've come back to London with, and I've known.
You're learning the
You get me?
tools now.
I've known some blueprints. I'm like, yo, guys, you get me? Like, don't think that this will happen just because it happened. Man, new shit.
Bro, these are the days when men are outside in the cold, building up zoots in the bus stop.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, bro.
Look at move. Look at what. It's not in a movie, but.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make it sound like it's a movie. It's not sophisticated.
Yeah.
But we're doing look at whatever. Look at weed. Look at. Make sure the crips are nice.
You know what I'm saying?
And we're good to go.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's them
man.
days. This is the come up, the build up to.
the build up, man.
What you know what I'm saying?
You get my little Lacoste hat, you get me?
Yeah.
My little Lacoste. You know?
And we're good.
You know
And we're
what I'm
mad.
saying? Yeah, man.
We're mad now.
Yeah, bro.
Probably got a few drizzies shot in the net. We're good to
You
go.
know what I'm saying?
Might
Yeah.
fall off next week.
We'll be back the next week.
We're back a week after. Yeah. Go ID parade.
Yeah, I'm saying that little $15. You know what I'm saying?
ID
Yeah,
parade.
shit, man. Niggas just trying to
Bro.
survive out here,
Bro,
get me?
this is the reality, bro. This is the real
man.
shit. You get me? So obviously, I know this because I specifically remember this. You're down here. You end up going to jail, bro,
Yeah,
for
man.
something that you didn't even do.
Yeah, crazy, man.
But you went to jail. The person who went to jail was actually doing life in prison right now.
Yeah,
Not going to mention their name, obviously, but yeah. They end up getting 30 years or whatever. That's crazy,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's mad still, man. Free him still.
Free him still. Free him,
Yeah,
free
man.
man. Free him, definitely. But yeah, man. You went to the can. What was that like?
It was
Then back then-
it was shocking, man, because you have to remember.
You're away from home.
Yeah,
you're young.
yeah. You have to remember, bro. I left my aunties in the morning, with none of this on my mind. Bear in mind, I think I breached probation, but I was too young to understand how serious that was.
Yeah.
So I'm just floating around, knowing that I breached probation. You know, not really understanding the severity of that.
Of what that is, yeah.
But because that's my first ever charge that I've ever had. So, but whatever I got nicked for, I had no part in it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I remember
saying?
it, man.
Yeah, so I'm
In town.
linking up. Yeah. Bro, I'm linking up these man.
On the
Yeah.
ramp.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I remember,
So
man.
with these men,
never forget it, man.
next thing you know, freaking, I'm in jail. Like, it's simple as that. Like, that's how quick it was because.
I remember Quaker coming to me like in the car, yo, Quaker, what is it? That's in jail, blood.
Yeah. That's that Quaker, please! That's that Quaker, please! That's that Quaker, please! And he was saying with the
That's in jail, blood.
That's exactly how he said
What was
it.
I doing, blood? And then Yeah, Quaker, we got Quaker, man. We got Quaker's a G, man. Quaker's a G, man. Quaker's been outside from early. No driver as well. Real driver.
Yeah, real driver.
Them man come up with that. Bro, you be with them man there, bro. 1 minute, yeah, he's like walking. You're linking trousers, coming to link in a car.
Like,
it's
my whole driving career, yeah, started with Quaker.
All of us did.
Like
all of us did.
That was my driving instructor.
All of us did. He was a driver.
Yeah, I drive like how I drive because of Quaker.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
No, bro, there's no one like him, bro. He's a serious driver, fam.
Big up Quaker, man.
Yeah.
Big up Tracy.
Yeah. Trust me, the garage and that. Yeah, all them man there. Trust me.
Yeah, what was I saying? Sorry.
Yeah, back to it. What was I saying again now?
That's what I'm saying, man. Drink alcohol,
drinking the weed and
yeah. Quaker, butcher. It was right there anyway, but yeah, whatever I was saying.
Yeah, no, that was it. The jail thing. You went to jail.
Yeah. I got stopped by police. Within 3 days, I was in Brunsford. Because it was a Friday, so you had to wait until the Monday to go to court. They weren't giving my bail at the station, so man was at Stillhouse Lane. Then man went to the court. Is that Cornwall Road?
The courts, Corporation Street. The magistrates.
Yeah,
that's what you went.
Shit. I don't know why they put me the fucking boss there, because it ain't too far.
It's right.
Yeah. So I went in the boss, you get me? This is all the first experience for me.
Bro, I was 16, innit?
Yeah,
17.
Listen, I've been nicked mad times, yeah, because I grew up and I was living from Birmingham to Manny, and I guess when I was telling the courts and they hear you, they probably hear your story and they think this guy's a bit all over the place, sympathy, but you have a certain amount of sympathy cards the judge can look at you and you can use it to mitigate circumstance or whatever, or why this guy needs to get bail, but there was no reason to give me bail, there was no more sob stories I could tell, so boom, man sent me, they just said, yo, we're gonna remand you and send you to Brinsford, you get me? I didn't even know what was going on. I was in Stillhouse Lane for 2 days with those guys and we was laughing, it was joking, we didn't even understand, we thought he was gonna get bail. Went to the court, went downstairs, and I always say downstairs because you go downstairs. So in my lyrics, I go, you get me, shut, you know, you're going down the stairs, you get me?
You going?
You go down the stairs, and I went to Brinsford, and it was because I was with them, man. It was like, yo, we're both experiencing this first time. So it was like, it was surreal because we didn't really know what was going on, man. And it was just like, it's a bit weird, bro. I don't know. It was just weird because it was just like, I'm with their man them, but I know 2 of them, but neither of them I really know from London. And it's just like a big play scheme, blood. It's like a big house full of niggas, yeah, that are just coming of age, that don't even know what go on. Some of them have been through the store a couple times, some of them haven't, some of them it's the first time. Bare white boys in there for twat and shit, robbing cars, because that was the thing back then, you get me? And it was just different, man. Different experience, but that's when I became a man. And I realized your mommy ain't coming to save you no more, man. Like, there's no one that comes save you. When you check it, the authority that your mom has is beyond this. And that's when it just clicked to me that, yo, man, there's a certain level of what you can do, and this robbing thing probably ain't for me, because whatever it was, even though I weren't in there for that, I was breached a robbery or whatever like that. This was a robbery, and this robbery thing gives more years than what it's really worth. There's man in here for other things, and they've made more money, and so they might even be here for the same sort of time, but they've made more money. They got Air Max 95s on. They got a couple of things. I can't really, at this age, I didn't really have much time. It's only, 16, 17.
17.
I turned 16 on the weekend waiting to go into Brinsford. So I turned 17 going in there. I got arrested at 16 and I turned 17.
So I remember, you got released, I remember you came out, And I remember, you was out for a bit and then I remember I seen you, And I remember you said something to me, you said, yo, I feel homesick now. Oh, you won't remember this, I remember one time you said to me, I seen you going, yo, I feel homesick, blood. I swear down, he's like, yo, I feel homesick, bro. And I'm saying, I'm saying, well, go on. And he's like, I don't think you remember, he was moving a bit mad at the time. When I mean moving mad, I could see, you was up and down, you get me, you was doing certain movies and that. I remember, man, you was doing something. I remember just after that year, I remember Quake said to me, yo, man was gone, you know, blood.
Yeah.
Like, he rather just got off, bro. Like, he just got off to London. Like, he just didn't even say bye to no one. Like, he just got off. But I remember, I wasn't surprised because I remember a couple of weeks before that when I seen you after you got released, you were saying to me, bro, I feel homesick. Trust me.
Yeah, man, I mean, I think you know, like when the music team was starting to get a bit popular and shit,
Yeah.
I started to see that where it is in London, and because I've seen it on a national scale, how Birmingham, man, and how even Manchester are triggering all them, man, and how the whole scene is like global, like national, and how artists are coming up here. I don't really think people from my ends really understood what's really going on from a bird's eye view sort of thing. So I just thought, yo, man, I need to go back. Plus all my brothers were down there and all that.
Yeah, because you're getting older now, you're getting of age, but
you get me. And I needed to just find purpose, bro.
Remember, you know, they're probably all telling you certain things, like your man's doing certain things now.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. It's a bigger city, man. It's like, we're doing this now, we're doing that now.
You get me?
What you doing?
And I got a way out, so I thought, right, you know what? I think, because I think I was just going to catch more charges in Birmingham.
You was moving mad, bro.
I was moving. Yeah.
Just before you went.
Yeah. I was moving a bit mad still.
You was moving mad, bro.
because I was doing mad.
I can remember vaguely,
I was doing
bro.
mad moves. These moves were only going to say, I think I was still. I don't know if probation finished. I think probation just finished or something like that. But I was doing.
See, the last time you come link, like, last time I seen you before you link, man. You link, man,
Yeah.
You got, I don't know if you remember. You got, there was need, but you took off the Mazanda.
Yeah.
Some of your people and people. Remember, you come and you got the you say, yeah. You saying, yo, fuck it. Right, so just remove the thing. Remove the thing. Yo!
You're coming up with bits and bobs.
Yeah, you saying yo. You saying yo, there's a pattern, you get me? You keen man, saying yo, don't worry, you get me? But I could see how you was moving. I know that one, you hooked on like your head all tight, man.
I'm gonna go get some money. Don't worry, I'm gonna come back, man. I'm gonna get some money, nigga.
You're just trying, listen, see the strings of drum and the hood on max.
I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna get some money.
Yeah, that's coming in the block all mad, it's all raining and that, like, yeah. Yo, you get me? You haven't bothered about the rain, just going back out in it, like, yo, you get me? Nah, man, trust him, man, I remember that, bro.
Man.
I know them ones, fam.
Nah, you know what? There was a guy, bruv. There was a couple brothers that were, like, they're moving around in Corrados and shit, and like, I was thinking to myself, nah, man, I need these whips, bruv. I need to be, even though I didn't even get those whips at the time when they were hot whips and all that, I just saw myself I needed to just get it, you get me? And I'm gonna get it in Brum, but I know how I'm gonna get it, man. I'm gonna get the tugged out way, this is Birmingham, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna get it at that time there, and I knew what I had to do, bro, and as well, I didn't grow in Brum like that. There's a lot of rankings, you know, there's a hierarchy system.
Of course, man.
You get me? So, real talk, there was a hierarchy system, and you have to be bad to penetrate it, no homo, you get me? Like, penetrate the armor, sorry. You get me? You have to be a bit, you get me? So, yeah, man, it's a bit crazy still. So I knew, but I grew in Edmonton, Tottenham. So I knew who I was from school, 4 years old, man, them ways, you get me? Like, but in Birmingham, like, real talk, there's a system of hierarchy, bro. And I was on the sidelines of anything that was
you're just looking at the outside,
Back then,
yeah.
What ends would you say was worse? Like Birmingham or London? Like, you know, when you moved back, like, what would you say is worse? Like, it's just.
No, I'll say Birmingham, man. But for me, you get me, for someone that grew in London during that period of time, they might see a different thing. But when I came back to London, my fears weren't the same as my people that grew in Birmingham, that grew in London. So they grew up knowing my man was a bit mad. Yeah. I grew up with the fears of the Birmingham man. So I knew, that man's a bit crazy still. That man, shit, we don't, you know, allegedly he done to my man, you get me? So, and he's still on road. The Birmingham was like that. So, London, I don't know, like I never grew up knowing this man, you get me, and all that stuff. So I came back, so I was a bit cheeky in London, got caught up in a couple of things because I didn't really know.
That's what I'm gonna say to
you. Get me? I didn't respect your lot's things, you get me, respectfully, because I didn't grow up with the fear, you get me? Well, that these man weren't somebody's, it's just that I didn't grow knowing your thing, which kind of gave me an advantage because,
of course it does.
You get me? Like, it's fuck you, pay me, because I don't know you.
You're not gonna have the
You
fear
get
that
me?
other people have, so you can go on a mad now. you feel
Yeah,
me?
exactly.
So what was your mindset going back to London then?
Exactly that. Fuck you, pay me. You get me? Like,
I'm coming now to do my thing now properly.
I'm coming back with a Birmingham man's mentality, but in a London man's body. You get me? So it's like, yes, you know, I'm trying to show the man them basically, you know, my experiences. You get me? And try to apply it to, you know, this music thing, however we can, and so to speak. You get me? So, yeah, I don't really know if they picked up off certain things, but I was a bit more edgy. You get me? H was as well, Prez was as well, because we all came back from the wilderness, the King of the Norths and shit. So we coming back down. You get me? To fucking was the nice, you know, the nice part of Game of the Thrones and shit. Like, you know what I mean? But we're coming back from like, you know, what do they call the man up north? The guys.
King of the North.
No, but the family that are from there, the Lannisters are down, the Starks.
Yeah.
You know, so man's coming back down now, and it's man's a bit, but man's a trio. So man's always got the majority vote, and then Birdie as well. That's the quadruple. So man's got kind of like the majority vote of around my peers without realising.
Yeah,
we didn't realise because man's not using it as a bully thing. Man, are just all brethren.
Yeah.
So man's kind of like got a vibe. So you get me. So man coming back down and, you know, reunited with brethren that we knew as children, but they now got, you know, we all grown up now. We all look like men. You get me. So it's like young men.
So now this is the birthday of paper pubs now, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is when you switch up now to
Yeah,
paper
from
pubs.
Dapper to Pablo.
So Pablo now, Pablo first.
Yeah.
So you was on the Meridian Estate, yeah, right? You grew up on the Meridian Estate, or was you?
You know, I never grew up on Meridian Estate, you know. Meridian Estate, I grew up more so around Selby Centre, which is like around the corner from Meridian Estate. But Meridian was always with my brethren, Marley. My brethren, Marley, yeah, he had decks in his house, so I used to go to his house all the time, and he lived in Meridian. So when I used to go to school, I used to knock on his door and we would walk to school, you get me? So Marley was my Meridian brethren. Yeah. Although I knew Skepta lived in Meridian, Skepta and Jamie.
Yeah, I was going to say, when did you first meet Skepta and Jamie?
I always knew them, man, from Meridian, but Birdie went to school with them, so...
There was more his friends then, like...
At that particular age, he had more, like, primary school, like, acquaintance with these guys, you get me?
Is Skepta, sorry to cut you, is Skepta your age or older?
Skepta's older than me.
It's older than you, look a bit, there's a bit, innit?
Couple years,
yeah, okay.
Skepta's in a year above me.
Above you?
But he's one of the oldest in his year, I think.
Oh, yeah, 1 September, so he would be.
So I think he's like a couple more
you know, I know that, because he's Rod one day before me, so that's how I know.
Yeah, so makes sense.
I've seen it somewhere, yeah.
So Skeppy, Jamie, went to school with Birdie, so Birdie had more of a friendship with them, growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he knows them from primary school. You get me?
Yeah.
So, like, I know Marley from even when Marley lived in Meridian, the triplets' older brother, yeah? So
the triplets, them, yeah, I know you're talking, yeah.
He lived in Meridian, and so his brethren was, he went primary school with a guy called Stephen Ballaghan. Stephen Ballaghan and me and Marley were all friends, you get me?
Okay.
From primary school.
Okay.
And then, so I would knock on Marley's door. Marley was my brethren, he lived in Meridian. So that's my first time going to Meridian. But Meridian became a thing of when we became in music, and we call it Meridian because this is where the music is getting created, so to speak.
So how did that form then? Was that formed in Marley's house, or was it in Skepta and Jamie's house?
Marley's house had decks in it, but Marley's weren't a place that their man can go up in. Caribbean and all that, you get me? Okay. You can't play that shit, can't just run up in the house, you get me?
Is he African?
Mali?
Yeah, his heritage.
No, Caribbean.
Oh, it's Caribbean. Yeah, they're not on that. They're not on that. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. Yeah, it's mad.
If you,
they're gonna move mad.
One man or two man.
Yeah, it's so funny and that.
You gotta know a
man can't be knocking doors. Certain times, bro. I got certain of my nans and that, but it's round. Not my friends. Embarrassing that friend at my door, getting a third degree and that knocking my door. What's going on like
that? Still, so you gotta be good with moms to do that. So respect to moms. You know, I was good with moms, so I would, be respectful and I'd say, I'm respectful to Pots. And then I'll go upstairs to Marley. Marley had decks. So Marley had all of the LPs and all of that stuff there. So I would, couldn't scratch because you couldn't mash up man's, needles and things. But Marley had the decks. So me and Marley were just fans of music. You get me? We were just fans of music. I think I had a rap crew. Marley was in it. And I rap man's lyrics. You get me? And me, Marley, Bossman and B-Double. B-Double was in my...
Okay.
Yeah, so we had a little rap crew and I was writing all these man's lyrics. You get me? because these man couldn't write lyrics then. You know, I was writing man's lyrics and boom. But we was young. It wasn't even serious. We had no figure studio time or nothing. We had a little studio in the back of the school, but that's when I was going Meridian. Yeah,
So you're saying Skepta and Jamie's house now, is that where you was allowed to go where the man them could go?
Yeah, so their parents were more
laid back, more understanding.
Yeah, they're understanding.
Because you can see that when you see, like when they did the little interviews with their parents, you can see that their parents, actually believed in the music thing from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like when you hear their parents talk, you can actually hear that their dad and that was raw, understood that, all right, cool, they're raw gonna pursue this thing. You get me?
Yeah.
That's a good thing still.
But not to say that our parents or Marley's parents or my parents from the Caribbean didn't believe in it. They understood that we should be pursuing more educational things for the mind,
Yes.
that will take us further in life when the music thing dies. You get me?
Yeah.
And I think even Skeppy's parents, they didn't like probably man them in the house. But one thing I think they were understood is that you're better under my roof than outside, because you're more dangerous. It's more dangerous outside. You get
I've got
me?
a brethren called Nico. His mum died. God rest her soul. Alfia, she was exactly the same.
Yeah.
I even spoke a speech at a free, and I think, why did you let us in the yard and we could bond? Because I couldn't do that in my yard. We could bond with him. We could do certain things like 15. But really, she was doing that because she's saying, "Yo, do it here, innit, bro? Because listen, you're gonna go out there and do something mad. Please, I don't." Just. And I respect it, you get me? So I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they probably saw it from a different angle to how my parent or someone else's parents similar to mine would have seen it. You get me? So, but I see the benefits of how.
And I've got a mum and dad in the household as well.
Yeah,
that's
that as well. Thing. That as well. Still, that played a major part. You get me? A mother and dad that just understood create. You know what? Because music's computer based as well. So it's like. As long as you see a child on a computer, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, okay, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, so that was more, you get me, gift and a curse also because things happen around Meridian and being man up in the crib, you get me?
Yes.
So there's pros and cons from that, you get me? But I couldn't do that at my yard. I feared my parent a bit too much. Not to say they didn't fear their parents, you know. My fear was a bit more, like, I was a bit more, you know what I mean? You know, my mum would kick me out. You know what I mean? Like, I've been kicked out of the house. I don't think my mum understood what she was doing. It's cool to be kind, but these single parents grew up being mum and dad at the same time.
So they got a lot of emotions in their self. You have to remember, you know, they're going for a mazza right there.
Mad thing. So
their thing's mad right now. The trauma's mad.
Yeah, in a mum's body.
You gotta understand
comes
this.
out wrong sometimes. So you gotta have understanding.
You gotta understand it, man. When you get older as a big man now, you understand it.
Yeah, man. Understand it, man.
Yeah, so, obviously, all right then, so Meridian now. So the Meridian, you start Meridian as a crew. Obviously, you've got paper. You got Bossman's the MC, your cousin Birdie, Big H, your brother. Jamie, Skepta's not in it yet, is he? Is he a DJ?
Nah, Skepta's in a crew called Terrorist Crew with two brothers, man. Two brothers, man. My brother Tyrone Patterson. I can't remember his name. Scarlett and SP. Yeah.
So Skepta's MC was just a DJ at this time, innit?
He's a DJ in their crew called DJ Off Key.
Okay.
DJ Off Key Terrorist Crew.
Okay.
Yeah, just before the Twin Towers.
Mad information, proper.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they had to stop it, but yeah, they're called Terrorist Crew. You get me?
But Present T's not in Meridian yet.
No, Presti's in Manny still. You know what I mean? Like,
Presti's gonna call it. I know when Presti lands into this.
Presti's in Manny.
So, all right, so. You got them as the MCs, Jamie, Birdie, Big H. Obviously, you don't do grime, so are you like, what's your role in this crew? Are you like the manager? Do you like, not the manager, but like,
you know, like,
do you just oversee the thing because you're older too?
Yeah, you know, like, I'm whipping, so I might be driving man a couple places here and there at the time. You get me? At this time in Meridian, I'm like, all right. See, these niggas wouldn't understand that this is what managing is. But yeah, I'm managing. I'm on
That's
stage.
That's what I'm saying. Are you the manager without knowing that you're managing?
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You get me?
There's no title to it.
Yeah.
But you're just overseeing it.
Exactly that. So I'm managing, man, in the sense where are managing crowds and managing any niggas in the crowd thinking that they can test you niggas because we're on stage, you get me?
Yeah.
You know how the thing
So
goes.
this is sidewinding like days, like Eskimo, like really in the grime days and
so
beating in
I'm a
London.
number that is gonna throw a thump if necessary. You get me? But it's dangerous, man. Back in the day, you get me? You go to these raves, bare man from different areas that you don't know. There ain't no social media, so you have none of these guys' files. You believe every frigging thing a man's
Said to you, the
said
mythos
to you
goes
or
around.
whatever like that. A man's can say some suck your mum at any moment on the mic. It can get peaked. So you need an entourage, so to speak, or couple guys that are on it. You get me? So I'm one of those guys. If I'm not spraying bars and I'm here and I've got no reason to pick up a mic, I'm behind you, backing you, making sure no one can take any of my peoples. You get me? Right? That's the role I've got because I can't stand and watch it happen. You get me? I would hear that for the rest of my life. So I'm obligated to, you get me, be one of the people, entourage, so to speak. You get me? At that stage in Meridian, but I would drop a couple rap tunes. We'll do little ones here and there.
Yes,
you get me?
yes, you
We're
would.
trying to develop some rap catalogue or so to
I
speak,
remember,
but we never made enough rap songs. You
Yeah.
get me? But we would make a couple rap songs here and there. You get me? But yeah, Meridian Crew as a grime collective, because as it turned to grime, I had a couple garage lyrics. You know, I was going for the burden, so I had a couple garage bars. But when you get to London, the shit started to change. These things were here, and as well, you know what? My flow was Birmingham.
Yeah.
So it was a bit different. You get me? So it was like I was coming through like sounding like Doctor or one of these guys, and these man just. Because the majority ain't spraying like that.
No, but even when you rap now, UH and Prez T, you can tell that you've got a northern influence in your flow, mixed with the Londoners. Yeah, all three of yous. I'm telling you, you can hear it, bro. It's blatant. And for me personally, that is what the Meridian sound and Boy Better Know sound was created off.
Yeah, straight.
Not saying no horrible way, like a bad way, like saying, like,
Saying it as
I'm
is.
just saying the realness, bro.
Nah,
for me as a listener, this is what I can see in here, you get me?
The whole flow came from that influence.
Yeah.
Because when man came down, man spraying these bars, H is spraying his bars, we all listened to the Sidewinder tapes, so all up doing tours in our own way, going to that youth club in Manny, that youth club in Birmingham, learning how to hold the mic and all that, and then coming back down. So that whole experience is gonna, and with a trio, so our influence is gonna, you get me? If you spray bars with your brethren, you're gonna, you get me?
Because
I'm
H
influencing, man.
with his formula, which has definitely got a northern twang to it and all that,
Yeah.
His formula definitely inspired that whole movement, bro.
Yeah, straight.
That it was based off that, bro. Because he was the #1 MC at the time. Even Skepta used to hold him up and like, yo, H is the guy. This is who we're pushing. I remember. I remember it, man.
straight.
I remember it like it was, H was the, that was the, and it was so different, bro, how he came because he had that, he knew about that other northern and stuff. It was just different, bro.
Yeah, so he had his own
bro.
niche.
Yeah, man. The way we used to spit was, it was that Practice Hours DVD, fam.
Yeah.
Trust me, that showed, man. Yo.
And that's the thing that you don't really, you had to have been there because there weren't much cameras or much documentation from
game
that time,
changing stuff.
You get me?
Game
so the more we
like,
speak on these things,
clap 19 to your face,
Yeah.
but that there, on that Jamie beat, dung, 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 don't like Stormzy look, got charted up on. This is how far we're going back. You know what I'm saying?
straight.
This is Stormzy, good, because I like the way how he brought it back to life. You get me to show the history of the thing, and he picked up,
100%.
and he picked up Jamie as well. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
But if you don't tell
Yeah,
me,
inspired. You get me? He showed. He wasn't scared to show his inspiration.
Oh,
you know
100%.
enough man which I like they never hear it and that. No,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You come up off that.
The
I came off
hydrostatic
of
kills.
when I heard that Practice Hours beating H and that spitting on that, and Jamie and Birdie, you think you're dirty. But you mad, bro. That made me go mad.
That fam, like,
I come at the can. I don't want to spit no more. When I come at the can them times there.
Yeah.
I don't want to spit no more. And then when I heard that, I thought, nah. I need to get involved again. You know what I'm saying? That was
true.
serious.
Yeah. That man there, like, set the pace for a lot of the game. A lot of people that came after. The same
I'm
way
telling
some
you,
people,
bro.
Same way.
You know, CC knows. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, see. You base it off that, yeah. Because massive, fam. They could have just gone in with it. It was different. It was a different thing.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? It was
But
different.
You know what? But Meridian branching off into Brahman and being heard in Manny and all that is because of the people might have felt like, wow, we've got a connection to these guys. Even if it's a subconscious, because you can hear something that you can connect with. You get me?
Bloodlines for that.
You know
Down
what
at
I'm saying?
Nash's yard, Creeps and all that.
There you
Remember,
go.
when you go on the man's thing back into the Facebook, it would be Creeps bloodline, Nash bloodline. Now, so remember, that was that was our thing down there. We're saying now, we don't do, we only do with them, man. That's how you know what I'm saying, broski. These times not the bloodline yet, but we'll get to that. But you know what I'm saying, yeah. So obviously, President T gets involved in about 2007-8 when he comes out the can and all that, and he does that Sidewinder roll set. Mad thing that changed the whole game again. Because now everyone wants to spit like that now.
Everyone spits like that.
Everyone spit like that now. Yeah. Everyone wants to spit like that now.
No tea.
Yeah. So they was all mad.
But I don't even think these guys realise the chain of where it comes from. Because there's always a couple men in between that didn't actually say where they got it from.
That's
and
what
these guys
this platform's about, though.
They hear it third party. You get
delve into the realness of
the root
of it, bro. This is all I do. I'm not interested in, you know what I'm saying?
Roots
you
and
get me?
culture.
That's it, brother. You get me? So, all right, cool. So, as we know, don't want to get into it because we've heard the story over and over again. BBK, I mean, Meridian crew split into two divisions, yeah? So you got the bloodline side, you got Boy Better Know, Jamie and Skepta and their friends, whoever they met along the way, Jammer, whoever, they've took them along that and done said that they want to do that. You lot are saying, all right, cool, well, we're family and we're sticking together, so this is bloodline. Yeah? So all right, cool, so you've divided. So whose idea was it to start bloodline? And the name and all that? Do you come up with a name?
You know, I mean, I think the name kind of like was like a thing because we would say it because it is a bloodline.
Yeah.
So
as a thing you should say between each other anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
because not before bloodline it was B Unit, but that's G Unit. So this is around the time when 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. If that probably came out 2000. So this is the time when
That
it was
come back
starting.
2000.
Whenever that came out,
2 or 3 that
yeah.
did.
So man was called B Unit, the collective of Meridian that we was. He was called the B Unit, the Bloodline Unit. You get me? Because we're all blood. The Blood Unit because we're all blood. So we couldn't use B Units. So going through names, and I think Bloodline came up because I watched DMX or something like that. DMX had some crew called Bloodline. So this is the thing in the UK. We would always remix American.
Defo. But especially
Because
back then. That's all we knew. We never had nothing to go off. We have nothing to go off.
You know what as well? Because we didn't realise, we didn't see shit globally. So we never thought you lot were gonna sue us or, you get me? Lucky for us, DMX, it was DMX. Because you know, whatever he starts talking, you know, God bless the dead and all that, DMX, but I was a big DMX fan. Through me and Quaker, we was proper big DMX fans, you get me?
And B Montana.
Yeah, B Montana as well. B and
B was like DMX himself. He used to roll around with
you know what? He was,
the
the dog. Yeah, for real. He had a dog as well. He had a dog.
He had a dog. He had a dog, bro.
He's got a dog now.
Yeah, but he had one then. He used to roll with his dog, fam. With his hood up, bro. With a dog chain around his neck like a Tom, bro.
Yeah.
The dog had one, and he had one as well.
Yeah, that's it. My nigga B. Yeah.
Bro, man used to be the playground, bro. Yeah, at school, yeah. Man would tell you, anyone who went Lordswood, bro, would tell you. My man done one thing, yeah, where it was No Limit versus Rough Riders, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? So that sounds mad. You get me what I'm trying to say? No,
that's the thing. So B was
Trust me.
B's related to Skinny D.
Yeah.
So B, even though I never went Lordswood, would have gone to his granny's house, yeah, get me back then. So I would see B as well. So
Regular.
that's how it would cross over back to the sides that I was originally from. You get me? Back over to the other side. You get me?
Yeah.
And I knew Quakes' peoples were from ghetto as well. So I thought, okay, you get me? So we clicked on that up there. But yeah, DMX was the guy. So Bloodline was his records. You get me? And then because DMX was an influence to us lot, Bloodline was a thing. He had a crew called Bloodline, so I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna start this crew called Bloodline. You get me? So I think, and I'm not sure if H whatever, but it would be a thing. We'd call it Bloodline. You get me? And I got the logo made and stuff like that. So
Also, you was the driving force behind it all, basically.
Yeah.
Like getting the catalyst, like getting everything done. Like,
yeah, exactly. See all of those things there that
brother,
make a crew.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There was a stage here when I was watching Underman's thing and I was like, nah, I need to step my whole life up. Like, there was a stage here when you was doing the whole, like, I think JRM Daily was following you guys heavy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
When I think like you were the poster boys for JRM Daily. Like, they used to follow you guys, use that guys' life around to get their main content at the time. Yeah, no, you're right.
That was that boozy blood.
And for real, and obviously, yeah, basically, yeah. I remember, never forget, man. You just got your Bloodline studio and you brought them in there for a tour, bro. And had all like the bar, you had a bar and that, like the liquor seat, like in a pub, and you can all up on the, like it was all mad in a pool table. But these times, yeah. This was never heard of, like an independent guys, like a group, like with their own studio, with a pool table, a bar, you know, flat screen TVs, this, that, settees, you know, recording equipment. It was serious, bro.
Yeah, man. 2 flat screens, one there.
Yeah.
So you're there. Street Fighter arcade.
Yeah, arcade machine and all that, bro. You get what I'm saying? So was you the guy behind all that, innit?
Yeah. I got because
That's what I'm saying, man.
these man were talented, man.
To give man their flowers, you know what I'm saying? See, trust me, fam.
But I betted on these man, you get me? I knew that these man were going to be names that are going to be spoken about 10 years from now, even if people that were in a position of power to make it happen didn't. I was in a position of power to invest in these brothers' futures, you get me? And I knew that these guys were going to be names that we're going to still talk about to this day, you get me? So it was a no-brainer, you get me? To me, you get me? And like, as well, it helps that these men are family, so... You know, I don't feel like...
What, you don't feel funny helping them?
Yeah, you get me? So it's just like comes natural, you get me? So, yeah, man.
So you started rapping as well now? You started rapping now?
Yeah.
Paper Pabs now?
Yeah.
The man, the myth?
Yeah.
Walking grammar sniff?
Hey, man, you know.
This is what it was.
You know,
allegedly, this one.
Allegedly, you know.
Allegedly, that was the
That was the, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I never forget as well, this one legendary picture, bro, of you, bro. Yeah. Now, you know, I say this because, obviously, this ain't not taking away nothing from Nines or nothing, yeah, but I remember Nines and that legendary freestyle with the chains around his neck.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying you was the first guy I saw with a picture with about 30 chains around his neck.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, and you had all the watch on your hand and that.
Yeah.
And a white vest.
I'm going to send that
It's
to you
like
before this comes out, so you can put it on the screen.
It's like 2006 or something like that, bro.
It wasn't 30, but it was a couple chains.
I don't know, man. You know, back then, it seemed like 30, bro. You don't see that? It seemed like 30, my guy. You know, like then see, you look mad.
That was a Breitling watch as well. That Breitling.
But that's when Breitling,
that was a serious watch.
Yeah. Brighton's like an AP back then.
Yeah. And that was a real Breitling as well, because I traded that for my Rollie at the time. You know what I mean? But there were no Johnson. I went to Trotters and them man took it, so it was.
This is early 2000s though, when man ain't doing these things. You get me?
Yeah, man.
Like Nines never do his chain thing by the yet, and that's way before that.
You know what? I think he done something crazy though back in the day. He gave out fivers or traders or something like that.
But that weren't them, bro.
Yeah, that weren't then. But
things before. This is like 05, 06.
Well, there was bare other things though, you know, bro, that never really got documented because there weren't much cameras. You get me? So, yeah, man.
You used to have all the Bimmerses and all that.
Yeah.
Like the new, moving like Money Mitch and that,
Hey man, shit, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money. You know what I mean? I got no money, man. I'm in Nike, man. I got no money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You had the Bimmers like the Bimmers like your uncles. You get me?
Yeah. You know, but but I believed in the man, man. You get me?
Man.
The film Paid in Full just came out as well, so
Yes,
things were starting to change.
That's it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Things were starting to change because you kind of had a blueprint of how you're supposed to do it.
You get me?
So I looked at, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I thought, okay. These men, because before that it was the Yardy shot example. So we had a different.
Yeah.
But then it was more like, okay, B, alright, cool. So is that what,
no ribs, no Chinese, no champagne,
no nothing.
Yeah.
So that's when it started to be a bit more. You get me? Like, come on, we're gonna show these men that we're not just
flamboyant with it.
Yeah,
and
we
come
got,
out,
nah, man, I'm not gonna make you, man, look like no dusty rappers. Fuck that. I see that man try to style us.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
yeah.
I've got paper.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna make us look. We got logos. We got studios. You know, we'll turn it up
And
places.
you know what, bro?
get me?
Like I say, it's my next one. It was working because, for instance, like at the time, bro, like you was like, you see, like them times, like the real road, especially the trap. You was one of the first trap rappers, bro. You was one of the first cocaine talking, dealy rapper, you know, talking about that stuff, bricks and. I'll be honest with you.
That was actually factual with it. You get me?
Yeah, he was telling the truth.
I weren't
you get me?
I weren't telling.
Nah, man, I'm
my
no man.
bosses.
Come on, brother, man.
I weren't
know
talking
yeah.
about
So
boss's
I know.
story. You get me?
Nah, you weren't telling no one. So you're telling your story.
Yeah.
Now, and so much that when you look back in the day, people
Allegedly.
You see people like Blade Brown and them kind of guys,
Yeah.
especially their first tapes, you want all of them. Like,
big up,
like certain man, you talk about money and that, would not have a tape without you on there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It makes sense.
Like they had to, like it was customary, it was custom to have you on there. If you talk about certain food, the trap tune or food tune or whatever, you need to have paper Pabs on there. You know what I mean? It was that. You know what I mean?
I'm like the court stamp.
Yeah.
You know, you want these papers to go through? You go on. You feel right? Alright, cool. Come in, mate. Come get your paper pads first.
So how the link
You know
with
what I'm
Blade come
saying?
with that free Bashir or?
No,
Not
even through. Just
real
through.
recognise real kind of thing. Just he recognise senior.
You know what? I think I reached out to Blade on Twitter.
Okay.
You get me? I reached out. I said, "Yo, let's do a tune." And he goes, "Yeah, I hear you talking that trap talk." You get me? As if to say that you know, in other words, you know, it sounds real.
Yeah.
It sounds real enough.
Yeah.
It sounds like you actually do the real thing.
Seems legit. Seems legit.
The measurements add up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But truth be told, listening to his shit, you know, it sounds like it's, you get me? You get me? I weren't there, but from what I've heard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds authentic. So
It sounds authentic.
It was real recognised,
Yeah,
real on the
yeah.
strength of us never seeing what each other are up to, but it sounds authentic.
It sounds right to me.
Yeah. But
It sounds right. Seriously, you know what I mean?
It
It sounds about right to me.
right, man.
Yeah.
Blade, and then he reached out to me to jump on his tape. You get
That's
me?
what I'm saying. You've been on 2 of his tapes.
Yeah, and then what? Both on the tune and H's tape. On H's tape, so that's 3 songs. You get me? That we done in that period of time period of that
H got
era.
armchair. Give cats the food. Give
cats
cats
the
the
food.
food.
Give cats the food.
Listen, young chap.
Listen,
I don't want to rap. I don't want to rap. Yeah, the cats. Listen, we're not going to get into all that. Can't forget into all that. Man gonna draw me out my old. I said, come on, I'm trying to. Niggas are changing, you know, trying to go down that road again. But trust me, so, on a serious note though, at one stage, fam, Bloodline had the game in a chokehold, you know, brother. At one stage, you know, like, I remember one time, even Saf one, like, I think, was we getting ready to Saf done this campaign, the first one. I think it was Saf done this campaign, was getting ready to do it. And, like, we're watching, one of them, like, I think you were doing a tour at the time, he was doing a Bloodline tour. And you're touring, but you're selling your t-shirts at the tours. But the fans are actually at the front like this, bro. You know what but like, man never seen this in the UK. Obviously you see it now, but man never seen this before. Like going on tour, like putting on like 3-4 cities.
Yeah.
But the fans at the front like this, and they've got the t-shirts in the air, and all the crowd's wearing the t-shirts. And you're selling them, and stuff saying, bro, this is what we need to do, bro. We need to do this. You know what I'm saying? We need to make it like this, bro. This is nuts. You know what I'm saying? And you guys had the game in a chokehold for a second, brother.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah.
What happened?
Factual.
What happened? Well, the Bloodline thing was serious, man, Carl, brother.
Nothing necessarily happened to stop it, yeah? It's like, this is, like you said, this is the first time anything's ever happening. So until it's gets put on a pause or that campaign dies off, and then you probably do creative things on your own, and you look back 5 years, 10 years later, and you understand, yo, that was really happening. Because like I said, when you're in the moment, you don't really know that you're creating a memory, bro.
Yeah, it's true, man.
You know, how many times it was you...
The story of my life, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I've done
You
it
can
all.
go and make memories,
I've done it
but it's
all,
not the
bro.
same.
Bro.
You can go, let's go make some memories.
I've done it
How
all.
you going to make memories planned?
Yeah.
Get me? You kind of got to, you don't know what's memorable, but I've been on bare holidays, and you can say that you were going to try and create memories with these holidays, but it's moments on that holiday that you probably might remember, but they're not a whole holiday in a memory, you get me? So once you're doing that, you're climbing up. But that was a small achievement for now. If I was to do that now, that's nothing, innit? But back then, it's like, yo, the fuck? Yeah. But if I was to do that now, I'd be like, well, you're Pabs, man, cool, that's standard, you expect that shit. Yeah. But I didn't expect that back then. Okay, so that was like, whoa, you get me? And then it was happening, and then, everyone was... Life. All these niggas got deals, bruv. You get me? And then they forgot that. They didn't give me the fucking money. I could have still ran this shit.
So
I brought these niggas up, they got money, and they left the team. I love
it. So obviously, we'll say it now, because you got it. Meridian Dan, it. So the bloodline thing's happening. It's going mad. Because I'll be real with you. You see Dan. I knew about Dan, from that Skeptitune, Private Caller, back in the day. He had that one verse on there. Didn't really know who he was, just knew this guy. Obviously, I thought it must be one of his brethren or something. Never really heard of him again since that. When we got on the circuit, and H was doing his thing, there's one or two places where, man, I've done set, I've used out there, do sets together and stuff and that, you get me? And that's when I saw Dan. And Dan wasn't like the prominent MC, like, not in a bad way, but no one didn't really want to hear Dan per se like that in the crew. It's like Bossy and President T or H, that's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So, when that German Whip song came out, I was kind of shocked. Because I was thinking, why are we being pushed to the front now? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I thought, in my head, I'm thinking, well, this is good for the crew. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, I already knew the politics between Big H and JME and all that kind of stuff. I knew the politics, you know what I'm trying to say? So I thought, I just got them two on the same tune. Obviously, it's only when I'm watching your RTM podcast now, I'm realising that it was on the same tune, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was done separately, you know what I'm saying? The video parts and all that was done all separately. I never knew that, obviously I found out then, you get me? So, with the whole dance situation, like, what? Because you've already explained this on the RTM, so I don't want to go back through it like that. I want to get through the proper logistics of it. So, his part of Bloodline, the way how I see things go is this. If he's signing a deal, obviously you guys ain't made him sign no contract with his with Bloodline.
Nah,
because your friends in it.
No one was on a contract.
Because your friends in it.
Yeah, Bloodline was registered company, my registered company, but no one was signed to it. And I was spending money on artist development. But,
So, all right, cool. You can carry on. I'm trying to get to it properly. So, all right, saying that then, So, for Dan, when he signs his deal, he ain't in a contract. So, really and truly, it's for him morally to do the right thing, innit? Because you've invested in him.
Yeah. I've invested in a...
I get it.
Exactly. So I've invested in Bloodline.
I get it. So people get it, so they don't think this man's just hating. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? They understand why, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? And if people think I'm hating, it's cool.
It's not to hate on. It's not to hate on.
It's cool because
one tune. It's not to hate on.
Like, these type of things, only people that have done what I've done understand it. It's like, not everyone really gets Dame's argument, really.
Yeah,
you might think Dame's a bit. You get me? You do. But not if some people will more understand, like,
Jay-Z.
You get me?
Look at the billionaire status thing.
But the people that start things up, there's a small percentage. So I get it. There's only ever be a small percentage of people that understand that it's never coming from a place of hate. It's always coming from a place of like, investment. If anything, I take responsibility for anything that didn't go my way because I should have took accountability in getting paperwork with people's names on it. You get me?
Mega Man, I call it the Mega Man thing. Wiley used to say it too. Wiley used to say, the reason why I'm not fully gone is because I treated everyone like my brethren when I should have done what Mega Man done. And he gave away brethren contracts. And they're all still cool today.
Yeah, and that's what you should, and that's what I should have done with.
And anyone watching,
because if I'm parting ways with my paper, that I could necessarily lose my freedom in the pursuit of getting there. Like really and truly, I should have
I need
really
some
had
security.
some paperwork. I need some security because this is something of because I believe in man from a good place. You get me?
Yeah.
His paperwork is from a good place too. You get me? But back then, I didn't understand. I didn't really. I had the music business books and all that, so I understand that I owned the recordings of everyone because you're all making it in the studio.
In the studio,
you get me?
yeah.
But then some things start off with my studios. And the niggas were re-vocing in the big boy, sure these shit. You get me? So you get me? So I own a lot of old school shit. You get me? A bit gritty. You might sound a bit more gritty in my show, but don't worry, we're gonna set it off. Bloodline greatest hits. We're gonna re-release everything. I own everyone's shit. But yeah, I didn't get no paperwork done. So when a man gets the bag, he's not even thinking,
Where is he now, though, bro?
No idea.
I see him on beaches and stuff.
You know what?
Just walking.
You know what? I don't know where he is. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you where he is right now. What he's doing.
Lily Allen, man.
Is he? I don't know what he's doing, but you know what? Good luck to him because I don't think his dream was the same as my dream in the sense of I wanted to have this company, bloodline, and everyone do this thing. Some man just want to just enjoy it for a moment and then go back to living a normal life. You get me?
Yeah,
I might expect more from you from this, but you never even had that in your plan. You just enjoying it. Enjoying the, got a little. I might be a bit more passionate about it than yourself.
Has he done anything shaky before this anyway? Was he a questionable guy?
Nah, I wouldn't even say. I mean, if out of music, that's a separate conversation. You get me? But related to music, nah, not really. We was all in it for the same thing. We all enjoyed doing it. So, inside of music, like, I guess the pressures of coming out with hits after hits after hits, just probably
Quite tried it still.
get me. And it's probably like, you know what? I got the bag. I managed to get a bag out of a company.
No, fair play,
and
innit?
you know what?
Because you know what it is? You know what it is? You see with his as well. You see with
his.
his thing, fair play to him, because that was never going to happen.
Yeah. This is the thing. The people that are investing, they're not from the culture. They have no idea what the formula was that made my man even. You get me? So they're just going to invest in the result, but not the actual ingredients.
Because the one hit now, he's going to believe in them, but they don't know. But yeah, I saw it go.
It's like, all right, cool. You believe you're paying for the cake, but you're not paying for the ingredients that made the cake. You can make more than cakes, baby. You just paying. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You can have a fucking cake factory here, but you just want to pay for the cake, and then you want to split this cake up into fucking slices and sell it individually. You get me? But because I started this artist development,
it runs out.
Exactly. So what you should have done, corporations, is pump more money into this. This pool of talent, and you'll be able to generate more. You get me? But
also, it's a pool of talent who people want to see. Some of them maybe want to see more than yourself.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I saw it go.
Yeah, man. I know for a fact, Bloodline's worth more money than Paper Pabs. Bloodline's worth more money than H. Bloodline's worth more money than any person that's in it. Bloodline's worth more than just the one person that's in it. You get me? And I always knew that. Hence the reason from the start. And a lot of people had to find that out the hard way. You get me? So, I mean. But,
All right, so the big HP money clash. I want to touch on that quickly.
Yeah.
I know you touched on that already thing, because obviously P1 is cool still. You know, don't get me wrong. To me personally, I chat to my head when I see him. It's cool, but obviously all the man of my people them differently. So I remember that day when I come down there. That, for me personally, I think that P took it too serious, bro. Like how he's getting worked up. You didn't need to get. Should have took it for what it was. Shouldn't have made Jammer on that, because for everyone else's entertainment, innit, really, ain't? And I think the way I H that with it, for me personally, was the right way. It's entertainment, fam.
Yeah.
So we're not taking this serious. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
I've got to pick my bars, and I'm gonna. You know what I mean? So, you see, after that was really tension.
Oh, after we come out there? Yeah. There was tension because, when we come outside, I this is the thing. I don't know P Money outside of music. So I have no like ill will vibes towards him on a road man.
Yeah,
level.
of course
I don't
not,
even know if you're road. I don't know if
You
you're
don't know
not.
him, yeah.
I know him. I don't know what part of South you're from. I just know you're MC from South. I don't know where you're from in South. I don't know nothing about your crew, nothing about your background. I know one person that's around in that collective or something, and he rapped. Despa. That's the only person I know. And I think he was in his crew or something. Yeah, he was in his crew. So I would see Despa on the circuit and say, "Well, go on." But it's music I know man from. You get me? So that's all. I think I even forgot that they were in the same crew until I saw him on the day. You get me? But we're coming outside. It's like I think he may have thought that it was. I don't know. Like man were watching. That you are from South.
South. Yeah.
Because
Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Let's have it right.
I came from Birmingham, man. So to me, you fucked up, man. Because I'm gonna come outside and show you a little something.
Yeah.
So it was a move that I get it. I like South Biggies.
The outside thing. I know you're talking
Yeah,
about
I like South man.
when he got outside, he got all money in the road and that.
This is where.
That's when we pulled up.
This is where it changes. But I like South man because South man remind me of Brown man in a way. You get me? They got
very
similar
similar,
tendencies.
very similar.
Yeah. So, but North man is a complete different thing. So I'm not even rubbing out North man.
North man shower thing.
North man have got a different way.
Show.
Yeah. North man are different. You get me?
Show. Neat with it, neat with it,
a bit more. I don't know how to describe it, but there's a North man way in it. So for whatever it's worth. It's bad. It's Game of Thrones in London. Every part of London thinks that they're better than the other, innit? So on the strength of you coming from south to north, you're probably thinking, yeah, we'll come in on your turf, so let's come heavy. You get me? But I don't even know if he came heavy. But I remember when we came outside now and there was a little hype. And it doesn't matter whether you're with how many brothers or whatever. This is my brother, so it's like I'm with 100. Yeah, we're gonna die together, mate. And your bitches here to die for you? I don't think they are, but I'm gonna die. So the way that I'm going on is coming from a complete different space from where he might have been coming from. You get me? I'm not trying to, say that he got, pricked. I'm not trying to say I got pricked. I just said that after that, if it's not about music, what are we talking about? If it's not that, then you get me. But yeah, it was a bit, you get me, music, grime brings that sort of energy.
That's what it's like, man.
So you kind of got to so you kind of got to simmer back down the energy.
Quick,
and you got to let man know that it's not that, basically. And that's all it was.
Yeah, man,
you just come outside and you show man it's not that in a way that a man can understand it.
It was good for grime. I like that. Yeah, man. Do you know I watch that clash a lot? I watch it, sometimes I go back and watch it on YouTube. It's funny, I get joking.
You know what? I don't really watch it often. I think I watch it once or twice and I think...
I get joke off H, bro. It's funny, bro. It's funny in that clash, bro. Makes me laugh.
Yeah, man. But I don't really see P Money on the circuit. But after that, I used to see him a couple times, and it would be no reason for it to be anything but like. We're in the music circuit. One thing about that whole thing is that it had no reason for it to become a OGs versus Bloodline, yeah? In a sense where, because both men got paid.
It's for Lord of the Mic, for man getting paid, bro. It's entertainment.
Man getting paid,
even if it does get heated a bit at the time, you can just leave it there.
So that was my whole thing, is that both men are getting paid. Why are you trying to...
man, listen, they're both benefited off that.
Yeah. So both men getting paid, there is no room for anything other than business. If the business, if we're arguing about business, fair play. But anything other than that, I think P-Money said something about why you do the 4 rounds, and I goes to him, we didn't get paid for the 4 rounds, whatever it may be. That was the discussion outside, you get me? But in an aggressive way, or tension way, but it's like go, man. But man, bless him up, man. You get me?
Yeah, man, P's proper, man.
I'm not.
I like
P. It's time ago, man. You get me?
P1 is cool, man.
I think him and Prez have done songs.
P1 is cool, man. P1 is proper.
But yeah, man. But at the end of the day, right or wrong, it would look stupid of me, to like be on anyone's team other than, you know, the bloodline. So,
Yeah, obviously. Come on, man.
so it's I don't actually have no beef with him, but at the time my team was playing your team, and it is what it is. You get me, right or wrong. You get me, like so. It is what it is, and it's just a matter of being loyal to your soil. You get me.
All right then. So the Bloodline documentary, because you released a documentary, the Bloodline documentary. I know you did it. You did it. I remember. I was pissed though because I come back from Jamaica and I couldn't. I just couldn't make it.
Sure,
but like, how come? Because I want to see. I've still not seen it.
That's the Meridian documentary. That one is the Meridian one that you're speaking of.
Sorry, it's the Meridian documentary.
Yeah.
Where can I want to see it, bro.
It's not out. That was a screening of what we've got so far. You get me? And it was meant to come out, but then other people got involved in the.
So what's going on with it?
Eyes on the Pies, my cousin and Manny, Kane. He's got the rights to it. Him and obviously I got. You know, it's something that he wanted to do. So the Bloodline documentary is something that Kane decided. Meridian documentary is something that Kane decided he wanted to do. You get me? We had a tape called Eyes on the Blood on the Pies, yeah, that came out on his imprint, Eyes on the Pies. We done a little compilation and that was to go with it, but it got so big and we realised that we need to get this in it and that in it, a couple reconstructions and stuff like that. This can be bigger than what it is, and then from this, you know, who knows, man, from fucking biopic that could come from it. So, yeah, so that's in that department there, but I'll chase it up, man, but it's supposed to come out, you get me? But you know what, when we create conversations about things, you know, the mental reservoir that flows through, man, pick up on these things, you get me? So you even saying that's gonna make a phone call, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro.
Oh, see, you got me. And obviously the podcasting, because you was a part of Gasworks for it, wasn't you?
Nah, I featured on the Gasworks thing,
You've done it a few times though, right?
Nah, you know, I've done
Just
it
the one
once, you know,
time?
just the one time, but I guess my team was, you know, memorable, but yeah, man, big up Arhan. But Arhan used to come with my DJ to my crib before he was, he used to work at one of these, I think he worked at Vice, I think, or something like that, before that. So before he was doing Gasworks, he used to come around my yard still, get me with Doughboy, he was friends with my
Smart
DJ,
guy, you know.
get me.
Smart, ain't he?
Yeah.
Smarter than he makes out he is.
Yeah, man. So, I used to come around with this young Turk, man, with the long hair and the glasses. And I used to think, oh, man. This guy, this guy had to stick to him. Like, who's this brother? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I said, all right, cool, bring him through, man. You get me? You just seem cool. You get me?
Yeah.
A cool brother, man. And then Poet is from Wood Green.
Oh,
So,
next door.
You get me next door. Wood Green, or maybe it's from T actually. No, I think it's from T. I don't know.
It's from Wood Green. So
I think it's from Wood Green, yeah. No, well, I know where he actually. Yeah, Poet's from around Haringey Borough anyway. So, Poet used to do this little thing called Poet's Corner before, and it used to do a little thing in his room, and it was funny. So I used to always say, "Yo, man, you're gonna be sick, bro. I think your thing's popping." You get me? So I used to like encourage him to like stay at whatever his thing is, whatever. I ain't saying that I made him who he is, but you know, I believed in him. So when they became Gasworks, you know, you had to come through, bro. You get me? I believed in your team, bro. You get me?
Yeah, man, Pabs, man. Yeah, so what is the future hold, man? What's the future hold? We're gonna get into a close now, so what's the future hold, bro?
Man. I've got a couple scripts I'm working on, man, but I've got a script for someone else's film, you get me? So I'm trying to dwell into the more...
As a character?
Yeah, as a character, yeah.
Okay.
Trying to dwell in learning my lines at the moment. Don't know when we're going to start shooting, but yeah. But the podcasting, like talking, look at the tour with it. I'm going to go to the States and JA with it, you get me? And do more of that, bro. But yeah, man, you know, they say I've got a voice for radio, so I'm just gonna start talking more. You know, you get paid for talking. I don't have to make it rhyme. Shit, I ain't gotta do no artwork for it, and I get paid the same way. So yeah, bro, you get me? That's what man on still, just like TED Talks, man. You know, see, I'm gonna be on stage talking about motivational shit. You get me? But let's go in that lane still. Man, just walking in that path. You get me? And still doing music, obviously, but like. The age that man is, makes it difficult for man to talk about ignorance.
Yeah, alright.
You get me? I
So
can't.
careful what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, I'm aware of, I'm aware of my age, bro. So it's like I can't be still rapping about stuff I was rapping about in my 20s. It doesn't make no sense. You get me? Like it looks stupid. I can't be talking about how I wanna, hop out and who's that, my man? Yeah, if I came out with that song, yeah. It's different if a man, he's got years to grow. With me, it's more like
Still ain't grown yet.
poisoning the youth. Look at you. The youth might not know that. It's some of the youth. So why some of the youths know this, but the people that are my age are fully much aware of. Yo, what are you doing, Pabs? Come on, man.
Yeah.
There's other ways that I could get this music money. I could put out a guy that's chatting crap. I don't actually have to be the person that's talking it. You get me?
True.
I've got nothing to prove as well. I know what it is. You get me? So yeah, bro.
All right then, family. So respect for coming down, man. It's been a big interview, fam.
Let's
Trust
go.
me,
Let's
big
go.
interview.
Let's go.
You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Come on.
Trust me, you know what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah. So this has been the Reasoning Podcast. I'm your host, Rasnado. Paper Pabs has been my guest. C4 behind the camera. We got Made in Brum Studios. Boom, we're out.
This is the reasoning, come have a reason. This is the reasoning, let's have a reason. This is the reasoning, come have a reason. This is the reasoning, let's have a reason.